In a dark Seattle apartment, a tragic accident sets the stage for a descent into madness. An unnamed couple shares a moment of intimacy, unaware that their infant son, Nick, has crawled up to an open bedroom window. In a horrifying twist, Nick falls to his death. The mother collapses at his funeral, shattered by grief. She spends a month in the hospital, paralyzed by a profound and unusual sorrow. Distrusting her psychiatric care, the father, a therapist, decides to treat her himself through psychotherapy. She confesses her growing fear of nature, inspiring him to try exposure therapy. They journey to a remote cabin in the woods named Eden, a place with painful memories. Here, the mother spent the previous summer with Nick, while working on a thesis critiquing historical violence against women. Their journey is fraught. On the way, they encounter a deer with a stillborn fawn, an omen that casts a grim shadow over their path. At the cabin, the therapy sessions take a troubling turn. The woman spirals into anguish and obsession, her mood swinging wildly between grief and aggression. The man, too, becomes unsettled by the eerie atmosphere. Acorns hammer the cabin roof. Ticks appear on his body, and he witnesses a talking fox proclaiming, "Chaos reigns." In the attic, he finds her thesis, pages filled with disturbing images and chaotic writing. Her belief that all women are inherently evil horrifies him, and his reprimand only heightens her agitation. Together, they engage in increasingly violent interactions, their surroundings echoing their descent into chaos. As the man delves deeper into their memories, he uncovers a disturbing pattern. She had deliberately placed Nick's shoes on the wrong feet, causing a deformity. Confronted with her pain, she lashes out, injuring him brutally in the shed. She hammers a bolt through his leg, attaching a heavy grindstone, and tosses the wrench into the woods. Alone and injured, he drags himself into a foxhole beneath an ominous, twisted tree. She finds him and buries him partially, only to dig him up later in an act of remorse. Inside the cabin, as night deepens, the woman reveals that she saw Nick on the window ledge the night he fell but did nothing. Her guilt consumes her, and she commits a final, self-destructive act. Then, the ominous three beggars, the crow, deer, and fox, each symbolizing despair, grief, and pain, arrive as a storm unleashes hail upon them. She attempts to stop him from escaping, but he finally frees himself and, in a final struggle, ends her life. At dawn, he leaves the cabin, wounded but alive. On a hilltop, he is surrounded by hundreds of women with blurred faces in antique clothing, drifting past him like ghosts, a haunting reminder of the history and sorrow that led them here.